You have a decision to make right now. And this decision is life changing. It literally will change the course of the rest of your life. You're at a fork in the road. It's those kind of decisions where you are at a fork in the road. Why is my door creaking so much? I'm so sorry. But you either go left or you go right. There is no in between. There's no straight and then turning. You either go left or you go right. And either decision that you make will bring completely different outcomes for you in your life. And right now, you probably don't know which decision you're going to make. And the thing is, like, I cannot tell you what decision you have to make right now. I cannot tell you what decision is right for you. What worked for me, because I was going through this same thing, I had to sit down, and I sat down and I prayed. If you don't believe in God, I'm sorry, this is the wrong channel for you. But I sat down and I prayed. And I asked God, I was like, I need help with this right now. I do not know. If you can't be honest with God, who can you be honest with, honestly? Like, if you have people around you, maybe you don't feel comfortable talking to them. If you can't be honest with God, the creator, like, who can you be honest with? I sat down and had an honest conversation with God. I was like, you know what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what decision to make. I've asked people, I've talked to people, and and what they said just does not resonate with me. I don't agree with this. I don't want to do what they're saying. But at the same time, they're putting it in a way that sounds so logical that, like, it's like, of course this is what you're supposed to do, but it's not sitting well with me. So God, I don't know what to do right now. I sat and I sincerely said to I was like, Ya Allah, I do not know. Please help me find a decision. Please help me find a way. Please help me find some clarity and figure out what decision I'm supposed to make. What am I supposed to do right now? Because I literally have no time left, and I either have to turn right or I have to turn left, and there is no in between. I had that conversation with him, and it's so funny how the only thing you have to do literally in this life is to have a conversation like that with God, whatever you believe in, universe, higher spirit, what is it called? Spiritual team, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you believe in. It's about sitting down with yourself and having that conversation with the higher power. Because I promise you, as soon as I said those words, as soon as I uttered them, I was feeling so stressed before. I was so, like, I was overthinking, overanalyzing. I had so much in my head. But as soon as I sat with him and I had that conversation, I automatically, like, I felt the answer. I felt the answer. And that's how the universe and that's how God works. He'll make you feel the answer. He'll make it come from your intuition. It'll come from your heart space. You'll know exactly, like, okay, wow, it's a clear shift. This does not resonate with me at all right now. This is what I want. Like, it'll be so clear. And then you see how you react that day and how you feel about those things. You think about those things throughout the day and see, how am I feeling about this? And you go to sleep and you wake up the next day and you think about it some more and you're like, okay, how do I feel about this still? It's the same if you're in a relationship. If you're like, or like you want to get into a relationship and you're like, I don't really know if I want to get into this relationship with this person, right? And you're just like, okay, God, like, let me know. Like, what am I supposed to do? He's a nice guy, she's a nice girl, but I don't know. Something's telling me, And you have that conversation with God, you have that conversation with your higher power, and you will start to slowly feel either a pull towards the person or a pull from the person. You'll think about them and they'll make you either feel positive or negative. And you'll start to feel clarity in a way that you can't really put into words. It's something that comes from your subconscious and from your intuition and from your heart space, where you're like, this does not feel like it's for me. It doesn't feel like it sits well with me and who I am and what I want for my life right now, right? Sometimes you'll have opposition. Like, I talked about this like a week or so ago, how I was having so much trouble. I was like so much difficulties because I had something that I wanted to do, and I got this opportunity to be able to, like, work with some people and things like that. And I really wanted to do it. Like, it sat in my heart, like, automatic, like, yes, this is what I want to do. But then, like, the 3D made everything like so much more difficult, but like that happens sometimes. It's just because you find some opposition from your 3D reality does not mean that that thing is not for you. You will make big decisions in life, and like your old self will maybe bring things in that, you know, will try to discourage you or try to keep you from doing these things or try to, you know, stop you from making certain decisions. Like your old story will start to play out a little bit to see, okay, maybe I can scare them, you know, into making this decision instead. But you have to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to your heart when it comes to this decision. How does it really truly make you feel? Sit down with yourself. If this feels like this is for you, do your everything in your power to go towards that. Even if you meet opposition, you will still in the end be able to go through it. Like right now I'm trying to get something done, and it's a process and it's taking longer than it should be, but I'm still going to continue to pursue that because I know this is what I want to do. Even though I'm facing opposition right now for my 3D, I'm still going to continue to do it because I know deep down that this is what I'm supposed to do. And it's crazy because I just said that, but it also clicked for something else that I have going on in my life, where like even if you are facing hard times in that decision, it does not mean that it's not where you're supposed to be. It just means that you have some lessons to learn, or you have some things to go through to be able to get to a better, a brighter end in the future. And sometimes the easy route is not the one. Sometimes the safest route is not the one. The safest route is not generally going to get you, to be honest, not going to get you anywhere. Sometimes you have to do something that scares you. You know it's going to be life-changing, but it's going to scare the heck out of you. And honestly, I do believe that if you're not doing something that scares you, then you're not doing something. You have to sit with yourself and ask yourself, how does this really truly make me feel? Have that conversation with God. Have that conversation with your spiritual team, whatever you want to call it, and see how this makes you feel. Like sit with it for a day or two. You'll see that you will slowly be pushed either to the right or to the left. And that is the key. No one on this internet is going to be able to tell you what you should do. You are the only one who's going to be able to make that decision for you. All I can do is like give you tips on how to, you know, get the spiritual downloads to be able to make that decision. But I can't tell you what you're supposed to do right now. It's fully on to you. You have free will for a reason. And there are several realities. I always say this, do your best and God will do the rest. But it has to start from you first. I pray that this helps you in making the decision that you're supposed to make. Honestly, this is the best way to be able to make a decision that is based on your purpose and on your heart space and based on what God wants you to do. Anything else, I cannot recommend, okay? Anyway, stay healthy, wealthy, and blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye.